It's actually my second day here in Bangkok, but I spent my first day just sort of settling in and figuring a bunch of stuff out for myself. Taking a personal day, sometimes you gotta do that. But today we're just gonna walk around, explore the old city, which is sort of in the center of Bangkok, and see what we can see. Currently we're walking around the palace. Well, like literally around outside the palace. So why am I walking around the outside of the palace and not in the palace complex itself? Well, let me tell you. So I left my debit card in an ATM machine in Lombok, Indonesia. This was fine, because in 10 days my brother was coming to see me, so I just ordered a new one, sent it to his house, and he was going to bring it to me. Simple plan, destined to fail. So what happened next is that my brother then left his debit card in an ATM machine in the airport. So as a kind, responsible sister, I was like, well, just use my debit card that you have with you, which he then left in an ATM machine. So we're down 3 debit cards at this point. Yeah. So I don't have a debit card. I'm trying to get it back from the bank in Bali, but currently I'm in Bangkok. And yeah, so I have a very limited amount of cash, but I had to come because I needed to do a visa run for Indonesia so I could continue my dive master course. So I had to leave the country, but I only had a little bit of money. So we're walking around the outside of buildings. Anyway, luckily I have a credit card, which is getting me through the big things. So I bought my flight, etc. And trying to find as many ways to use a credit card instead of cash as possible. But I'm in Thailand, and it's difficult. To not go into places today, particularly, is that it's Chinese New Year and everything is completely packed. But Happy New Year! Welcome to Chinatown. It's Chinese New Year. We're celebrating. People are starting to queue up. They're waiting, I think, for the Princess of Thailand. This is almost authentic Chinese food. It's pretty good. Well, it's been about an hour and no princess yet, so I couldn't really handle the crowds anymore. I love Chinese food. I really missed it. Didn't realize how much I missed it until I had it again. But yeah, this I don't really miss that. Yeah. It looks like there are people who have been sitting here like all day. Oh, look, we're on TV. People who have been sitting here all day waiting to see the princess. So I'm headed back to my hostel. exciting as it might be to get to see the Princess of Thailand, it's really not very high on my list. So I'm heading back because I'm tired. So in the continuing saga of how this trip is just not really going well, so apparently in Indonesia, a tripod is considered a weapon. You know. So I had to check my tripod, which is like a flimsy plastic thing. Yeah, when I arrived in Bangkok, it was in 2 pieces. And so yeah, unfortunately I will not be taking my normal selfies. Whoa! Let's go, hold on. I'm back. Anyway, so I can't take the normal kind of advanced selfie things that I normally take on these trips until I get a new tripod. We'll see when that is. But yeah, that's yet another exciting story from Bangkok. Oh, it's 10 a.m. and I'm already sweating. Welcome to Thailand. So it's day 3 here in Bangkok, and again, we're just going to walk around. We don't really have a lot of money to go into things. Most of my cash is going to be spent on food. But we're headed up to there's a big palace complex that was built by Rama V, I believe. I could be very wrong on all of these facts, but we're headed up that way. It's supposed to be beautiful. Here we go. Who knows? I'll just walk around Bangkok for 5 days. By the Dusset Throne Hall, which is actually back at the end of that road, and then the zoo, which apparently is permanently closed. Sad thing. And now I have no destination. I'm just wandering around. Really gotta pee. The public restrooms are not really a thing. So yeah. So I've stumbled upon this blue bike path, which apparently is like a tourist sightseeing bike path, so I'm just going to follow it around, see what happens. This company needs a new name. It's really unfortunate. Good morning, it's day 4 and we're gonna go inside somewhere. So remember that blue bike path I followed? Yeah, that's absolutely nothing. That's just a bike path. This green one, however, is an actual tourist bike path, which actually goes by directions. So if you're in Bangkok and want to ride a bike, follow the green path. Welcome to Wat, home of the largest reclining Buddha and the largest collection of images of Buddha. It's like a whole nother world in there. And then you come out and it's dirty. The cow's on the road. Very exciting. Lots of the same little clothing stores. Clearly they're very organized because everyone charges the same price for everything. But you can bargain. Better bargain. I have pad Thai from Thailand. And honestly, the rest of the world does it basically the same. It's still really good though. Don't get me wrong. Pad Thai is amazing. Well, I have been here a lot longer than I expected. So I got my pad Thai, and then a guy was like, "Come sit down." And I was like, "Yeah, I think I need a beer." So I got a beer. Ended up sitting across from this Irish girl and English guy couple, and turned out she was a dive instructor. And they had started this company called Turn the Tide, just trying to eliminate the use of plastic. So we talked about that for a long time. And it was really cool. It's 9. And yeah, so I was sort of expecting to be back by like 7:30. But it was a lot of fun. I'm really glad it happened. Honestly, I hadn't been having a lot of fun here in Bangkok. Part of that's just stress of money, or lack thereof. So it was nice to like go have a beer, not really care, and then meet some really cool people. So yeah, good night. I also bought a new pair of shorts because the one pair of shorts that I have are about to implode. So I have a new pair. They're not as great as my old pair, but they'll do. And they're from Thailand, so that's cool. So I've moved back to the old neighborhood closer to the airport. Because tomorrow I have my flight. This has been a really weird trip. I just have no motivation to do anything. Not really interested in going or seeing much, so I don't. I'm really excited to get back to Indonesia. So yeah. Anyway, it's been a really bizarre experience. Haven't really done much. What I have done I've enjoyed, but it's also just really hot here. But I spent a lot of time like thinking about next steps and what I want to be doing. So productive, but very introspective.